Are you ready to turn your house into a buyer's magnet for 2024? I want you to imagine that your house, it's in a magnetic field and all the buyers are being attracted to your home because you followed these selling tips for 2024. Let's go ahead and get started. My name is Ben Geanetta. I'm a real estate professional right here in North Idaho. And if you're considering selling your house in North Idaho in 2024, or you're planning to move to the area and you want to learn everything that there is about eating, sleeping, working, playing, the good, the bad, the ugly of Sandpoint, then go ahead and subscribe below and make sure you smash that bell icon. You can also find a link to my calendar in the description below. That way you can schedule a one-on-one meeting with me and we can discuss this video or anything else that's related to North Idaho. Now let's go ahead and get started on how to turn your house into a buying magnet. Here are my tips on how to sell your house in 2024. First thing that you need to do when you're preparing your house to sell it, you need to deep clean it. Not just tidy it up, not just, hey, it's Saturday chores and we're just going to do the basics. No, you need to be wiping down the baseboards. You need to be wiping down the blinds, the light switches. Go to the doorknobs and polish them up. If this is something that you don't want to do, then you need to hire it out. A professional cleaner. They're going to get to the areas that you're likely going to overlook. Get to the areas that you likely don't want to do. When buyers come in to look at your house, looking through a lens of, this is my forever home, this is my next investment. And with affordability and interest rates as high as they are, if you can turn over a product that is clean, that is turnkey, that's going to go a long ways in selling your house for top dollar. Now let's go ahead and talk about decluttering and depersonalizing. The buyer, they want to visualize how they are going to be living in the house. They don't want to see how you're living in the house. They don't care why you have furniture in certain places or if you have too much furniture in one place, where you've been on vacation. They don't care about any of that. If it doesn't belong in the room, you need to take it out. Meaning, if you have a couch and it's in the hallway for whatever reason, get it out of the hallway. If you have a bed that's in the living room, take it out. If you have workout equipment that's in the dining room, take that to the garage. This includes furniture that just isn't necessary. And this is what I mean. If you have 2 couches, 3 chairs in the family room, and you're compressing that area, you're making it feel really small, get all that extra furniture out there. Leave a couch and a chair or 2 couches. A lot of times we have tables, dining room tables, and it comes with 8 chairs. But you might be a family of 4 to 6, and you don't need the extra chair. So what do? You're stuffing them up against a wall. Well, get those extra chairs out into the garage. Master bedrooms. You're gonna have a king-size bed with a couple side tables, a dresser, and a couch, or a love seat rather, and a chair. Get that extra furniture out of there. You're not doing yourself any favor by making the room feel smaller. To put it in short, you need to represent each room to the fullest potential, and you need to have the room make sense. When you declutter, you're making it easy for the buyer to move around. You're making them feel more comfortable. And when they're comfortable, they're gonna be staying in the house longer, which is what we want. So a rule of thumb, when in doubt, just move it out. If there's anything that you can take away from this video, it's deep cleaning and decluttering. These are the 2 most important things that you can do. Let's move on to staging. And if you don't have time or you don't want to bother with decluttering, then you may want to consider hiring somebody like a stager to come in and help you. Don't freak out. I am not suggesting that we move all your stuff out of the house and replace it with somebody else's furniture and decor. The stager that I work with, she has a few different options to choose from. First, she'll come in, she'll meet with you, she'll work with you with what you have, and she'll even provide you a complete outline of her recommendations as far as what needs to get moved out, what needs to be moved around in the house. But if you want to take it to the next level, she will come in and she will carefully pack your belongings that you guys agree on. She'll put that in the garage. She'll move the big bulky furniture into the garage that needs to be moved. And afterwards, if she needs to, she will supplement with her own decor and furniture. Again, only if that is needed. And I have a few quick pro tips for you. Clear everything off your kitchen counters, including the bathroom counters. You want to have nice white towels in the bathrooms. And when the house, when it starts to look naked, You're almost there. I do want to mention I have a guide that goes room by room on what you should be doing to get your house ready to sell. And if you would like this guide, go ahead, bring out your phone, and I want you to text PHOTOGUIDE to 208-400-6162, and I will send you a copy of this guide. Now let's go ahead and let's talk about repairs. And I'm going to break this down into two different categories. First is mechanical, and then we'll talk about structural. The mechanical repairs are going to include your furnace, your AC, kitchen appliances, things of that nature. And you want these things to work. You don't want to have any defects with them. If you do, get them repaired, get them replaced. I'm not saying you need to replace it with something brand new and top of the line. If you can find something that is slightly used or even refurbished, that's going to be 100% acceptable. With structural, I'm talking about beams and trusses and the foundation, the structural integrity of the home. If there's going to be an issue, you need to get this fixed. When you leave mechanical and structural defects as an issue, you're giving the buyer enormous power to either just walk away from your house altogether and that deal dies, or they're going to beat you up on the price or a credit to get everything fixed, and a credit is basically a price reduction. Let's move on to interior paint. You should have neutral colors throughout your house. This is going to do wonders for you. When you make the decision to sell your house, it is no longer your house. It is now a business transaction. That is the lens that you should be looking at this through. The best possible color is a shade of white or a very light color, a very light gray. Again, this doesn't have to be a color that you love. This is not your house anymore. You're selling it to somebody else. We need to make this attractive to as many buyers as possible. And when you pick light colors, you're gonna make the rooms feel and look much larger. And if that buyer, they wanna change it to a darker color, it is easier and faster to change a light color than it is a medium or a dark color. Now let's go outside and let's talk about curb appeal. First impressions, they really do matter. And you want the buyers, when they pull up, to actually love the house and not hate it before they even step out of the vehicle. So those cobwebs, the yellow jacket nests that are up in the eaves, you need to get those removed. If you have leaves in the gutter, get them out of there. Your trees, your bushes, you need to trim them up and actually have them be presentable. Go get some colorful flowers, put them in pots and put them in the necessary spots around the house to really liven up the house and make it look all cute. For about $250, you can hire a guy to come out and he will power wash the siding of your house and the driveway. This is super important because you can get all that grime and that dirt and really have the house polished and shining. If you have grass, mow that grass down. If you have kids and they have toys, put it on the side of the house in an organized manner. This really does matter, and it really does make a huge difference when your buyers pull up to your house. And I know this all sounds like a lot of work, from cleaning, deep cleaning, not basic cleaning, depersonalizing, making sure all the systems are working, getting the curb appeal up and running, painting. But you're doing this for a reason. You are showcasing your house to its fullest potential. This way, when we have our photographer and our videographer come out, your house is going to look amazing. Trust me, it will be. You're going to be the talk of the party, the neighborhood. Everyone's going to say, wow, your house looks amazing. And if you're thinking about hiring an agent who is just going to be taking cell phone photos, not going to be suggesting and have you go through all this stuff, they're basically just winging it, you're only going to be hurting yourself. This is not 2020. This is not 2021, where you could just lead off with the main photo of the garage door and the damn house sells before it hits the market. Over 90% of buyers are using the internet to look at homes. If your house looks like a hobo, the buyer is just going to swipe away. They are not even going to consider coming out to your house. And the whole goal is to make your house memorable. That way, when the buyer sees your home online, they're going to make that appointment. They're going to come and see your house in person. They're not going to get your house out of their head. Kind of like a song that you hear and you can't get it out of your head. That is the goal. We want your house to remain in their head from the moment they see it online to when they see it in person to when they give you that offer. And here's a little bit of a bonus material for you. I get asked all the time, what type of marketing do I do to sell houses? And what are the programs I use? And of course, I have the global reach. I have the MLS that syncs to all the popular third-party home search sites. I do the print marketing, and all the other agents, they pretty much do the same thing, right? But here are the 3 things that I do that no one else is doing in my market. I produce a lifestyle video for each and every listing to showcase not only the house, but the entire property and the area, that the lifestyle that comes with that home. Second, I have marketing space on the Wall Street Journal, Barron's, Global Mansion, the Robb Report, Market Watch, plus 90+ international affluent websites. Third, I advertise on social media, paid advertisement, and I go out on Google and I am actively finding buyers that are looking to buy here in North Idaho. And because 90% of our buyers are online looking for a home, this is why it is very important to put in all this work to showcase your home to its fullest potential. Now, when you start getting home showings, you're going to want to make sure that everything looks as amazing as possible. You spent too much time and energy to have a messy house when buyers come to take a look. You're a guest in your own house at this point. Every day that you wake up, the house needs to be perfect. Any extra cleaning that you may have to do, you need to get it done. Because the last thing that you want to do is I call you at 8:30 in the morning and I say, hey, I got a buyer, they want to view the house today at 3 o'clock, and you have appointments and now you're rushing to try and get the house clean. That is not going to be fun for you. Again, I fully understand that this could be overwhelming, but like anything in life, you need to make this a priority and trust the system. Trust the system I'm talking about. And it's not going to be nearly as bad as you think, because my team and I will be there every step of the way to help you. Plus, it's going to be rewarding when you start hearing how amazing your home looks from the neighbors, your friends, your family, and you're going to get that higher price and hopefully get your offer accepted quicker. If you found value in this video, please make sure that you subscribe to the channel. And if you're thinking about selling your house in 2024, make sure you look in the description below for my calendar link. Schedule an appointment with me so we can discuss your specific home and if it's the right time for you to sell.